Hello everybody, it's CraftyRia. I hope you all can see me and hear me. I am getting everything ready over here. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I need to get my iPad up and ready. It's actually ready. It's just I didn't have it on a chat. There we go. Okay, I can see myself on the iPad. I hope you guys can hear me. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. Angela gave me the synopsis. We have, of course, Angela, who is our early bird cheerleader. And welcome in Desta and Carla, Francis, Cecilia, Jennifer, and Lois. Thank you, Lois, for being here. One of my awesome moderators. I see Agnes is here too. Welcome in. Jennifer Rogers, welcome in. And Cecilia, happy to have all of you here. Oh, you know, I should change my chat to live chat rather than top chat. Let me change it on my other monitor here. I have a big monitor, my iMac monitor, right over there. And then I keep my iPad right over here so I can see the chat a little bit better. Alrighty. If I could make the chat larger on my iMac, I would probably be able to see it okay, but I'm not that technical. So I use it on my little iPad over here and it works just fine. Alrighty. Well, welcome in everyone. Thank you. Like I said, Lois, my awesome moderator, Agnes, one of my channel members. I do appreciate you. Oh, yes. I always have to remember that Dover's Run is Lois, but I got it. I think it's in my brain right now. Let me grab a sip of my drink real quick. Today I am drinking cream Dr. Pepper, cream soda Dr. Pepper. It is so good. It's 0 with no sugar. Well, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday. Today is August 15th. And let me know what the weather is like by you. Today it is sunny. I just took Jonah outside. Todd got stuck on a work project, so he couldn't take Jonah out. That's why I lost track of time. And it's beautiful outside. It feels like it's in the 70s. So nice. And I have a bunch of green tomatoes on the vine. Most of them are small. I think the biggest one is maybe about that big so far. So hopefully they'll turn red. I, of course, had to check and see how they were doing while I was outside. Alrighty. So today I have one piece of mail. A really big, awesome piece of mail. And this is the envelope that I have received. This is from, my mind went blank. It's inside. It's crazy how the mind goes. Brandy. She is from Creativity Swaps. No, she is from the Crafty Girl Swap Hangout. I still keep calling it by the old name, or the Hangout. And this was one of my wishes. I always wish for, you know, pretty paper. And this time I was wishing for fall and Halloween stuff. So she sent some of that in there, but there are some beautiful papers and stuff in here. I cannot wait to show you. This is exciting. Oh, and I ordered a new microphone for my videos. It is a humongous thing. It's a Blue Yeti and it's going to be on a boom and hopefully like kind of over my head a little bit. So it'll be a little bit easier. And then I won't be tethered to my little cable. I do have a lapel mic. I have it clipped to my glasses and pinned to my shirt, but I'm kind of tethered to it. I did try a wireless one at one point and I did not like it. I don't know how the Blue Yeti is going to work for live shows though, since it doesn't connect through my camera, but it might be a couple weeks before I get that up and running. But anyway, I thought I'd let you guys know fun things, technical things. Okay, so we have some awesome things in this package. All right, so here is the note from Brandy. It's wishes from the Hangout. She wrote me a really nice note on this Dayspring paper. I think Dayspring makes planners, pretty sure. Very nice. And the first thing here, we have some fall ephemera, and it is just some fall papers. Oh, I should have got my staple remover. Let me see if it's in my drawer here. It is. It's close by. I don't want to ruin the header on this. So let me take these staples out, if I can. Easier said than done. There's one. Let's see what's inside this package. Welcome in, Barb. Happy to see you. Get rid of those paper clips so I don't hurt myself. Let's move that out of the way. And here we have, well, it's kind of stuck on. Let me see if I can get it unstuck. I might have to cut the paper or cut the this thing down here. Let me go ahead and do that. Or, I know, let me cut a piece of it from up here. There. That way I can put it back in here. Maybe. There we go. All right, I got it. I'm not sure how it's put together there, but boy, that was hard for me. But I like that little package. I could reuse that as well. So we have some cute little fall embellishments here, ephemera, as some people would call it. It's not really what I know they always call this ephemera, but ephemera is really like I'm not sure the exact definition, but things that expire, like old concert tickets or parking passes, luggage tags, things like that. But in the crafting world, a lot of people call this type of thing ephemera. But I always think of it as something like, you know, concert tickets and things like that. This says, I love fall. There, a little banner. It's cute little, I think this is Echo Park. It looks like Echo Park to me. So then we have some cut-aparts, as I call them, journaling squares. They make good card fronts. I like that. They look like watercolor pumpkins. The back of that's super pretty too. I think the back of all of these are the same. Happy Fall, Grateful Hearts. And the back of this paper on the banner, or it's not really a banner, topper, is this green. I'm probably not going to put it back in there right now because I'm just not that good at putting things away. Imagine that. You should see my craft room. You would know for sure that I'm not any good at putting things away. Doing my videos here on this desk forces me to keep my desk clean, which is good because before video days, this desk was never clean. I need another sip of my drink. Hold on just a sec. Okay, they are Echo Park. They look like Echo Park. I'm pretty good at picking out Echo Park. They're having an ephemera sale. I think it ends today on their warehouse site. I didn't even look. This is a really cool folder. Like an office folder with graph paper on the front and then lined paper like an index card on the inside. I really like that. I would like to do something with it, but I'm not sure what. Maybe something with my work stuff. I don't know. I really do like it. Well, maybe have it hold sticky note pads or something. That would be really neat. I'd have to score it again to make the spine wide, but that might be really cool. I don't know. If you guys have an idea, let me know. Farm stand tomato with cottage cheese and steamed broccoli. Well, that sounds delicious, except you can keep the broccoli. I'll take extra tomato. I do like cottage cheese, though. Welcome in, Christine. All right. We went grocery shopping yesterday at Saturday, at a really small market near here. Because we wanted to be in and out pretty fast without long lines like there would have been at Kroger or Walmart or something like that. It's called Community Market. And their produce, I was going to get strawberries, but they did not look good at all. So I picked up some grapes. These may be the best grapes I've ever had. They're green grapes, or white grapes as you would call them, but oh man, they are so good. They are so crisp and sweet. I want to eat the whole bag, but I know better. I've eaten too many grapes before, and I'll leave that to your imagination, what it does to you if you eat too many grapes. It's not very good. So I have to ration them out. They are so good. Have you guys ever had cotton candy grapes? Oh man, those are fantastic. These don't compare to cotton candy grapes, but they're really good. I'm not sure what paper line these are from, but they're really pretty. They kind of remind me of Webster's pages, but I'm not sure. They're really pretty. I really like a lot of this vintage look. I never know what to do with it, though, because I hate to cover any of it up. And I like the backs of these. They look like paper, like lined paper. They're really pretty. I'm not sure what to do with them at all. I'm going to have to get brave and do something. Super cool. Right now, though, I will keep them in here. I don't know about crack grapes. I've never heard of those. The ones I have are just regular white grapes. I think they're from California. They are so good. But cotton candy grapes taste just like cotton candy. They are so good, but they're usually pretty expensive. This paper has kind of a linen feel to it. It is very textured. And the backs are just white on this. This looks like wallpaper. I love that. It reminds me of like dollhouse wallpaper or something. And then there are some of these larger sheets of paper, and I don't know what collection this is from. Gothic Arcade. It's kind of cool. This here looks like a map. I was trying to figure out where it was from. Post Office, GH Depot. I think it's just generic. I don't know that it has. At a city hall, courthouse, city hospital. I can't see anything on there to tell me what city that is, but it's kind of cool. And there's the back. Or I don't know, it could be the front. And there is this sheet, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of those words. There's the back. Oh, they're dipped in hard candy sugar glaze. And here is a botany lesson, third reader. It's kind of cool. And that's a really interesting design. And on the back or the front or whatever, the other side, it has, looks like a catalog page. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is. It almost reminds me of a bingo card, but it's not a bingo card. And then we have this here, quality cigar. It looks like the top of a cigar box. And then there's this that looks like patterns from, a sewing pattern. The inside of a sewing pattern. Very cool stuff. I like that a lot. And there's some more of this really cool paper. This is from Graphic 45. Oh, no, I don't know. Wait. That's from Graphic 45. This, I don't know what it's from. Maybe Graphic 45. This is South Branch Valley National. Cool stuff. I like all the colors. I really like the colors on that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, this might be from Amazon. I'm not sure. It's cool stuff. Cool papers. Pretty. Would make good backgrounds. And then this is Graphic 45. And there are two pieces of this one. I love the colorful leaves. And I love what is on this side. They look like stamps, like postage stamps. And they're just like Born to be Wild. This is from the Wild and Free collection from Graphic 45. And I think these papers are 8x8. Yeah, they are 8x8. And that they go so well together. So that would be neat to do something that uses both sides. And then there's more stuff from this collection, which is so cool. I love the monkey. So cool. And then there's the back of that one. This here, Into the Wild. So cool. Such cool papers. And then there's the back. And these monkeys hanging on the ferns or bamboo. I think it's probably bamboo. Fun. And then there's the back. And then here's just a bunch of the wild animals. And then there is the back full of elephants. This paper is so cool. I love it. So I'm going to have to think about something special to do with this, and I do not know what. And then the last thing in this pack is this from Graphic 45. It is their, what is it called? It says, oh, Steampunk Spells. I have this in 12 by 12, or at least some of the papers. So I'm going to have to dig out my collection and put it together with this collection and maybe do some Halloween cards. I love the colors and the papers in this package. I should have took down what I have on my wall over there. I have a huge canvas that I made. It was a challenge for a group that I was in quite a few years ago, and it was to use all kinds of mixed media. And I used, I think it was this paper. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. This paper was the background paper in the 12 by 12 size. This particular design. And then there's the back. I don't know if steampunk is even in anymore. I'm not sure. But I do love the colors of this paper. It's so cool. When I bought it, steampunk was super popular. If you know me, though, you know I don't care what is in and what is not in. I just use what I like. I buy what I like. I don't care about the newest and best crafting trends or if something's out of fashion. I use it anyway. And then we have these cut aparts, which would be great on the front of a card, and that would go so well with a lot of the papers in here. And then there's the backs. Actually, I may use some of this paper for, do I want to give it away? For my Patreon packages coming up either in September or October, because this paper is really cool. I know I have this on a 12 by 12, and I used cut aparts from this last year in my Patreon Halloween package. Time flies. These are all clocks and gadgets. And we have the back of that. The only problem is if I use this for Patreon, I usually do 6 by 6. So I may have to just cut some 4 by 4 or 4 by 6 or 4 by 8 to share some of it. I don't know if I could do the whole thing because I want to keep at least one piece of each for me. I'll have to see. This here is Black Cat. I know I've used that paper before. And these owls. And that's the end of that package. So anyway, that is a super fun pack. I really do like it. Thank you so much, Brandy. What a wonderful package of goodies she sent me for my wishes. So I wonder, you probably don't want to see that thing that I made last year. You know what? Pieces are probably falling off of it. I better not get it off the wall. Maybe I'll put a picture of it in the Facebook group. So I had, when I was glancing at this stuff before, this paper made me think, this here piece of paper made me think of ribbon that I have. And I went ahead and got that ribbon down because I just couldn't resist. Look at this ribbon. This ribbon I had gotten as a wish from Dawn, and I've used about half of the spool. But let me show you a close-up. It's like, it is the same. It's like it's meant to go on it. Doesn't it look like it is? It matches. I love this. I was so excited because I'm like, wait a minute, I have ribbon like that. And that is perfect. So I'm going to have to use that today on a card because this ribbon matches it perfectly. And then I looked around for an embellishment, and let me see if I can find what I picked out. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, my little embellishment? Aha, here it is. This here rose flower. I thought that rose flower looked really good with it. That's from Park Lane. I got it in Happy Mail. But that rose, I thought, matched those roses really well. And I think I will go ahead and use that on a card. And I wonder if that butterfly would go with one of the others. I'll have to look. Let's do this one first, because that, I think, is perfection. I love when I can match something really good. This one is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Welcome in, Connie. Guess what? I was late too, so it's okay. You get a free pass on being late. I think I have to trim a sliver off of this because it's a little bigger than 5 1/2. And I don't want it to not fit in an envelope. Yep, all I did was get done with one piece of mail. So, and I just had one piece of mail this week, so we're good. I'm not sure I like that on white. Let me see what else I have. I should have thought of this earlier. That's more white. I was hoping I had a pink. Get all my white ones out of there. I'd have to have a pink that matches pretty well. Oh, here's a cream color. That might be better. I also have this green. I don't feel like cutting card or, you know, taking the time to cut more card bases. Yeah, beige, pink, green, one of those colors. Let me see if I have any more beige. I have a peach, but I don't think the peach is going to work. Okay. My chair is very noisy. It is my chair, I promise. I'm looking through my card box here and see if I have any other beige. Nope. Note to self, make beige card bases. Put all my white ones in the back. There we go. I don't think the peach will work. I have this green. Probably this beigey color would be better. Beige, tan. This green is probably okay. I wish I had more pink. Wait, I have a pink buried in here maybe. No, that's orange. The lighting was bad, I couldn't tell. Light blue. All right. Oops, sorry. I know I just banged my... I went to scratch my eyeball, and I know I just banged my glasses, my microphone. It is hard to tell on screen. Now on screen, that green is much darker than it is in person. It's more of a sage green, and I think it goes pretty well. That I think might be too bright. Although with this ribbon, no, I think I'll go with this green. Let's do the green. Let me cut this down to size. It should be even. It looks pretty squared up. Let me take a sliver off that top, just to make sure we have an even edge. And I'll go 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we have that on the green. I do need to take it in a little bit, just so more of that green shows. Okay, that works. I got this green paper at a garage sale that I went to with my BFF Valerie a long time ago. I think it's Stampin' Up! Cardstock. She had a whole bunch and it was a really good price. So I went ahead and bought it. Let me go ahead and trim this. Okay, you guys, I have a funny story. Remember, I couldn't find my tape for this. I ordered more from eBay, and I put the brand new roll in here, and no, right before I put the roll in here, I went to go get my other tape to fill this one up, and I found all the ones that I already had. So now I have a bunch of the Scotch brand. So this one here has the really strong Scotch brand in it, and then this has the off brand in it. So I have both of them. I do like using the Scotch brand, and I'll use that on this ribbon. I like this Scotch gun a little bit better than my other gun. It seems to be a little more reliable, although it's not working on the ribbon. Let me get my other one and see if I can get it to come off on the ribbon. This isn't doing the ribbon either. Oh, this is doing its crazy thing. That's why it's not coming off on the ribbon. Okay. This glue gun, for some reason, likes to wind itself around this pad, and I don't know why it does that. But it's not coming off on the ribbon at all. Maybe this ribbon just doesn't like the tape. Okay, I got some on the ribbon. Maybe I think it might be just the ribbon. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. Oh, let's see if they need to be. Okay, this needs to go this way. These flowers have stems. Let's try this here. There we go. That's going to come off on the ribbon. Put a little bit on here. And bring those to the back. Okay, I think that will work. Yeah, they do look very vintage, and the ribbon also looks vintage. This paper has such a good feel to it. I love it. And this cardstock for this card is just wonderful cardstock too, so it'll be good. There we go, we have that. And then I was just going to stick this right down on it. This is like a shaker box, this rose. It has a lot of silver glitter in there, you can see. So I'm just going to stick this rose right on the front there, because I don't want to cover up too much of that pretty paper. I have glue or tape on my finger. Hang on, get the tape off. And I think I'm just going to leave this card just the way it is, rather than bother to put an embellishment down here. I don't want to take away from that flower or from any of that beautiful paper. So we have that. Let me see. Well, one of those papers look good with this butterfly. I have an idea. Yeah, I think it's the ribbon, since none of them really stuck to the ribbon very good. I have a trim that I think will look good with this. I had to go get my trim thing. I happen to have it out for a project I was working on. This here, yellow, white and yellow, daisy would probably look good with this. This butterfly might look good on there, or one of these. These papers are so pretty. That's too many designs. Maybe on here. I'm still drawn to this one. Let me see though, wait. I have some other, I think Dawn sent me some, oh, these look, I think these are also the same company, that makes those, this paper. I think it's Graphic 45. I bet it is. I bet these are Graphic 45. Of course, a different collection. Anyway, that's beside the point. I just happen to see those in there. I think there were some vintage daisies. We have this. We have some pretty doily. Yes, yes. There were vintage daisies. Okay, let me move that out of the way. I do like that though. We have these vintage daisies. Oh, maybe that. This would look good with something too. Oh, I like this one a lot. I think that would be so good. And I wonder if this would be too much. Or what if I did this with that? Although the butterfly would be bigger than the bird. I don't know. Okay, I think I'll use this. And let me get a card base. What did I do with that cream colored card base? Or maybe I'll just go with white on this one. Yeah, because the background in here is white. White will be fine. So I could cut this down, because that'll be that size there. And then that'll go right across the bottom. Although there won't be a lot of daisy background showing. But I think that will work. There'll be enough of the daisy background showing. That is so pretty. I could always trim this a little bit. I think I will, because it looks like it was cut from a book and it has that really clean edge. I think I will trim it in a little bit more, and then I can always ink at the edge with some distress inks. So that's what I will do. You're right, it may not even need the ribbon. All right, let me trim this down to let me trim the edge first here, make sure I've got a clean edge. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I'm actually going to take a little bit off the flowers here. That way I have, I think, flowers on both ends. Or at least then I have this white edge. Yeah, that way there's a little bit of a design on that end. Welcome in, Rose. You're not too late. I'm only on my second card. This is my first card. I'm using some of these beautiful vintage papers that I received in Happy Mail. Or vintage looking papers. They're probably not really vintage papers. So I could do this without the ribbon. Or I could trim it and put the ribbon. I do like the ribbon a lot. And then I think I'll put like one at the top up there. Okay, I do like the ribbon on there. But I am going to trim that clean edge off a little bit. And that way a little more of that paper shows. I'll try to keep the dirty edge, but take off what looks like it was trimmed out of a book. That way it looks more like a true vintage piece. There we go, and I don't need to re-ink it. I think it's got enough on it, unless I bring it in a little bit more. I don't know. So pretty though. All right, I will do that. I think I will trim it a little bit more and ink it. You're right, Rose. It does have your name all over it. It has one big pretty rose right there. I had that ribbon and it just so happens to match perfectly. Let me see. I think I'm going to use... Sorry if I bumped my camera. I have old paper. I have walnut stained, but I cannot find it. But this is called old paper. This is just distress ink, and I'm just distressing the edges that I cut off. And I got a little bit too much over here, but that's okay. That's what distressing is all about. Maybe my walnut stain is small. I'm not sure. But there, that gives it more of an old look, and it helps it to stand out on this background. Welcome in, Barbara. I'm happy to see you. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna old paper this background here. I want to try to get almost the whole edge there, so that way it's not so stark white. All right. Alrighty, let's come on, go where I want you to go. There you go. Do any of you talk to your supplies too? All right, let's go with this piece. All right, yep, I like it. That kind of causes that paper to blend in a little bit more around the edge. There we go. I think the old paper, I've had this for a long, long time. I think it is one of my favorites. I think it's the most versatile because it's not too dark, but you can make it darker by going over it. And if you use a brush or one of those little foam daubers, it does a better job than what I just did. But if you're just inking the edge of your paper, it would work. All right, I think I'll put that there. And I love these flowers. You can even do something like ink these flowers with it. Ink ribbon. Oh, it's just really good. I'll leave these bright white because I think the bright white just pops. I do like that on here a lot. I'm using my good scissors for paper. I should not do that. Those blue ones are my ribbon scissors, or at least that's what I call them. Let's turn this over. Well, that's the back. These are, if you don't already know, these are balloon dots from Amazon. They are extremely inexpensive compared to the glue dot variety, and on paper they do the same thing. Don't pay any attention to any of the reviews. The reviews are mostly people who used them on balloons, and I guess they didn't stick, or they stuck too much. So, but for the paper things that I use on the backs of ribbon or embellishments, they are perfect. I have not had any problem with them not sticking. As a matter of fact, I think they are extremely sticky. I would not use them on balloons to put on your wall if you want your balloons to come off your wall, that's for sure. And I do have a spare piece of thread here that I want to cut off. There we go. But yeah, these are amazing. They work really well. And this white trim, I think you can get it on Amazon. I think I got mine from BB Craft or one of those companies. Right, I've never had a problem with them. The only thing that I do not like about the balloon dots is they're backwards. The sticky stays on this piece that comes off the roll, and you kind of have to cut them individually to use them. It's a little more awkward than the glue dots, because when you peel the glue dots back, the sticky stays on that part of the roll, and it's a little easier to use. But for the price, I've learned to live with it. So there we are. I like that, more of a vintage feel. And of course, the Rose's card so far. I just happen to have these two on my shelf together. That's why the fired brick came down. And I usually have them on my wall like this so I can see what the ink is that I'm reaching for. Oh yes, Barbie. Oh, I'm so glad you like the Elmer's. I'm telling you what, that stuff is fantastic. I should do a formal video comparing it to art glitter glue, and maybe I should try other glues like the Barely Arts or whatever. That one is a popular one. Fabric Tack I can use that. I don't know. I might compare it to some other glues, but really the big comparison is between it and art glitter glue, and I think they're the same thing, except the price. I really don't notice a difference. So let's see, do I want to do this one? Let's see what my other papers are, because this bird is super cool. Oh, what about on that? Ooh, looky there. That bird is pretty. And I like this paper, but I don't know what ribbon I would use on this one. I didn't plan far ahead, and I do love that piece as well. Elmer's Glue All is magic. I'm telling you what. That is my favorite crafting hack of all time. So let's see. Well, if I put, if I put this on here, there's no room for ribbon. So we'll have to do something other than ribbon, you know, like maybe bling. I don't know. I don't know if I could be caught using bling on my channel. All right. And I think I will center this one and have these flowers on each edge. Reptile glue. I've heard of reptile glue. You're right. So I don't know if I should buy these other glues and do a comparison for a video, or if I should just do Elmer's versus Art Glitter Glue. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Reptile glue. And of course, there's all the other little ones like the Tombow and, you know, all those. There's tons of glues, really. I'm going to do that just on the white like that. And look at this, Barb. I have scraps. Where did I put my other scraps? Oh, I've got them all over here. Okay. I have a really cool idea for a scrap video. I need to do that. I do love this on there. That looks so cool. And maybe I'll just put some bling in the center of the flowers. You're right, Angela. I think I'll just do Art Glitter Glue versus Elmer's Glue All, because people in the crafting community know, I think, would equate Art Glitter Glue with any of those other brands that are just as expensive. I like this, but I think he's as big as the bird, and in real life, that would be one massive butterfly. Correct, Destilou. They are almost equally made up. Almost all the packages say don't ship in the winter. I know they make a really big deal about that with Art Glitter Glue. Maybe to make people think it's fancier. I don't know. Or not to ship below freezing, I should say. You know, do not freeze. And I think they're all very, very similar in makeup. It's just a lot of people, I think some people, they get on the craft bandwagon and think that they have to spend a lot of money on stuff, and that is not the case at all. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the two glues and then just demonstrate that the Elmer's Glue All really does the same thing as the other glues. So here we have this. And did I put it on crooked? Yeah, a little bit. Can I take it off? Yes, I can. Only because this paper has like a linen feel to it. If it was regular paper, there is no way that would come off. No way. All right. And I think I'll just put some bling in the centers of the flowers. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do a comparison video on the glues. Let's see. Let me get my bling box. And we'll go with some, maybe some pink bling. Clear, if I can not drop it everywhere. Oh, wait, I might have something better. There we go. I dropped a lot of things along the way. A small pear. What do you mean, like a fruit pear? pearl. Okay, I'm like, a pear? Where did that come from? I have these that are, what are these called? Say It in Crystals by Prima. And they are like solid colors, so that might be neat. I think I'll do this here in the center of that one because that's got some gold on it. And then I have these pink I don't know, maybe I would put the gold. Maybe this dark pink in this one. No, I don't like that. I don't like those on there. I do like these little gold ones though for these little flowers. Let me see what I have. I know a lot of people really like the Tombow adhesives. I've not really used it, so I can't say one way or another. These are super pretty. I wish I had the smaller ones. I probably do somewhere. Those are big. Here are the smaller ones. Here are some as well. They're not that brand, but they are. No, I think it'll have to be the bigger one. I don't like them on those flowers. I think I'll just leave those pink roses the way they are. I'm not a fan of those on the roses, and I'm going to switch these two. I'm going to put the really little one on that one and the bigger one on that one. There we go. A half composition book? You mean like when they cut the composition book in half and make it, you know, here's the composition book. They cut it in half like this and do half and half? I have not. I don't know how to cut it apart. I guess you'd have to saw it apart. I think people saw them. You know, with a actual like wood saw. I have little like mini composition books that I've done, but not one cut in half, and I've done full-size ones. There, I'll put 3 of those pink pearls down at the bottom. Maybe I'll put one up at the top here to just give it some balance, because they match these flowers perfectly, the pink. I like that a lot. Okay, I will leave that be. They sell the half ones or the baby ones? I have baby ones. Let me see. I have them probably where I can get to them. Maybe. I have these. The little mini ones. A whole bunch that I got on Amazon. And I'm just looking at this butterfly. This would be a good, that butterfly would be a good size. I'm just saying. It's not quite big enough for the cover. I had a crazy idea, but that will not work because it's not quite big enough. But yeah, these little composition books, I've covered them before. They're really cool. Oh, they sell the half ones at Walmart. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's really neat. Let me grab a sip of my drink real quick. I think it was 2 years ago, back to school, I bought a bunch of the regular composition books from Staples when they had free shipping online off of any order. And they were like a quarter. And then I ordered some of those. I ordered some spiral notebooks, which I use for my regular work. And I bought the composition books to cover and to give as gifts, because I don't really use composition books that much. I like my book to stay open. I don't like when a book doesn't stay open. That's why I like a spiral. But that's just me. But the half composition books, that's really neat. I've seen people do work with them. So I might have to check that out. And Happy Floor. You're making me laugh, Barb. In Happy Floor. She cut them out in Happy Floor with just a ruler and an X-Acto knife. Oh, that's really cool. This is like Mad Libs. Give me a noun, give me an adjective, and then I'll read it out. Oh, that's what we should do online. Okay, you guys, I gotta get Mad Lib books, and we're gonna play Mad Libs one of these live shows. Yes, we are. Oh, that's gonna be fun, and we're gonna read them off, and it's going to be hilarious. We're going to have a Monday night Mad Libs. Oh, yeah. I wonder when April 1st is, if it's on a Monday. Does anybody know? Oh, that would be awesome, because it would be a good April Fool's thing. I don't have my... Where is my... Where is it, you guys? Come on, tell me. My planner. I don't know. Oh, here's my planner. I found it. Oh, remember I didn't know what to do with that sticker? I went ahead and put that sticker on here. So let me see what we have. Why am I thinking April? That's a long time away. Never mind. It's not near April. What is wrong with me? All right. So we have August. August 22nd is next week. We might have to do it next week. I think we need to do a Mad Lib Monday, at least for a few minutes of the show. And that's all Barb's idea. I got that idea from her. I'm stealing it from her Happy Floor. Oh, okay. You saw them at office supply stores. Okay. I'm going to have to look around and see what I can find for whatever we just said, composition books. I know, Angela, my mind just went total. I promise I did not have a stroke or anything. All right. Then I have a few Christmas cards that I can recycle. I thought this one was really pretty. And the bottom of it down here is kind of, bent up. So I have an idea. This here, we have Merry Christmas there. I want to try to preserve that in a different way. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just a little weird and crazy. I'm gonna cut all of this border off because the bottom part is very much not good. I hear Todd out in the other room, so maybe he finished work. I'm going to cut off this piece that says Mary. See if I can get it and salvage the word Christmas as well. There. Okay, so we have, it's hard to see, but it does say Mary. And then I'm going to cut off the word Christmas. There. I'm going to cut out the sentiment from the inside, as always. Do I want to keep that squiggle? No, because it's too close to the word love. That's next year, though, so that's a long way away. So we'll have to do something for that. But I don't know why I was thinking April's coming. That is just really bizarre. I'm usually really good about dates and things like that. I don't know where that even came from, why my brain had any idea to say that. So I'm cutting out the words Merry Christmas. Then I have the sentiment from the inside. And then I have this piece that will be able to go here. So I'm going to trim into the birds a little bit more just so it's a smaller image. There we go. So that cut that out. Maybe I should save that little piece. Since Barb's watching, I have to save my scraps today. And I need to mat this on a particular paper. Let's see. Let's see if it looks good on red. Maybe the red would be good. I also have green. Is this my, I don't know if this is. Yeah, this is my regular green. Let's see if this looks better on a green. This darker green, possibly. I think I like the red. I'll go with red. I love these zippered pouches to store all of my papers in because they hold a full sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. I just need a better thing to store them in. All right, I'm going to cut this one at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. What helps if I read the measurements better. So I've got a little bit of a white border there, and then the red. I like it. That gives it a really good finished look. And I can mat the sentiment here on that piece as well. Let me trim this up. Oh, that's really great. Funny story about, welcome in, Marianne. Funny story about that you should say that about postcards. I don't know if I've told this story. I may have, but some of you may not have heard it. You know why I started recycling cards? I was young and poor, my early 20s. Didn't have a lot of money at all, but I wanted to send Christmas cards. So I'll use this little bottle. This is Elmer's glue. I had like no money really. I took the Christmas cards that I had gotten the year before and the year before that and whatever, and just cut the fronts off and made postcards out of them. And I found that I enjoyed doing that. And then over the years, I added more embellishments to them. Oh no, this is not the right card base. That opens the wrong way. There we go. Quickly, before my glue dries, I found that I really enjoyed it. And that was way back before, like, I bought stuff from the craft store. And I remember you could get the gold and silver pens, markers, the kind that you have to take and push down on the tip in order to get it to flow. Back in the old day, I don't think I have any handy. They almost looked like something like this. This is just black, but you would set it down on the table and push the tip down, and it would be like almost a foiling pen. Well, those were popular, so I had one of those in silver and one in gold, and I used to use that to decorate my card. I would also use regular glue, like Elmer's glue, and glitter, and add glitter to them. It was way before the days of stickles. So I used to do that. And then I found I liked it so much over the years, I decided to just do it and make regular cards like I do now. Love doing it. I've been doing it for very many years. I'm not going to say how old I am. I'm an old person. All right, there we go. And I do like to use wet glue. This is construction paper. I like to use wet glue on construction paper because the other glue, tape tends to pull the fibers of the construction paper off. I have a really hard time doing it. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're commenting. Welcome in. Welcome to the commenting world. All right, there we go. But yes, that's where I got my start, really. And like I said, I've been doing recycled cards for quite a few years. Most of my life. I don't think I very rarely send out regular cards. And then I saw Vicky's channel and Crafting Vicky, and I would watch her, and I'm like, I've been doing this for years. I should do videos. Why not? And then here I am. So she inspired me to make videos. There we go. So then I thought I would use this Merry Christmas down on this part of the card down here. But it needs something to help it stand out a little bit more. Or maybe I could put Mary up here. No, I think down here. Yeah, I've been, like I said, since I was in my early 20s. The reason I did it made postcards was because the cost of stamps were so much cheaper for postcards. And I was able to afford then to send them out. And then plus, since I was recycling, I wasn't buying the cards, so I saved money that way too. I was pretty poor at the time, so it worked out well. I have this gold paper. I think I could line it in gold. Yep, that'll work. Do you think I should line it in gold or just pop it up the way it is? I'm afraid if I line it in gold, it's going to take up a lot of room. Maybe I'll just pop it up the way it is, because the gold's going to give it a border, and then it's going to get in the way of the birds. Where's my humpers, you guys? I had some out right before this show, but I could have buried them. Being a crafter is very difficult. Oh, I know where they are. Oh, I bet they fell on the floor. Okay. I think I have... Where's my humpers? I have this roll of humpers. I was looking for my big roll that I used a week or so ago. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, I'll use this roll of humpers. Or I have this I could put on the edge. The only thing about this is that these papers are glossy, and I'm afraid it's going to smear. All right, so I have that little bit of an edge. I don't think it's smearing yet. This is the Faded Brick. Try to get it. Maybe it'll soak into the white part of the paper. Give this another go. Yeah, it is on my hands a little bit. Okay. I'll put 3 little pieces down on this. Do you guys hear Crichton whistling? He has been very noisy lately. He has a lot to say. This piece is too big. There we go. What one do you have too, Angela? This card or the stamp pad? I know you have a lot of these styles of cards. This is from that charity, I think. I have red ink all over my fingers now. It's not blood or anything like that. It's that red ink. All right. Oh yeah, that looks great. Fired brick, yes, that one. I don't use it very often. I just happen to have it on my desk when you guys said to do red. There we go. Merry Christmas. Kind of cool. And then that. I think I like the way that card came out a lot. I don't know that I'm going to do anything else to this card. I don't think it needs much of anything else. It already has like this gold foiling up here. It has this old like postage stamp and the music behind it. And you can kind of see where the postage stamp is canceled, although you don't put the postage stamp on that edge of your paper, of your envelope. But anyway, I think it's kind of neat looking. Let's see, let's do another card. Oh, I have this idea for this card. So we have this card. It's so pretty. Look at that background back there. It has a lot of stuff going on the inside. But I think I'm going to try something kind of crazy on this one. I'm going to cut the front off. And I'm not going to use the inside sentiment because it is religious, and I tend to not send religious cards out. But you know, this is from Dayspring. Didn't we just have something that was from, this was Dayspring, wasn't it? Yes, that's Dayspring. Same logo. So they must make cards too. So I'm going to trim these red pieces off. I'm keeping that white line there. I'm not sure if I want to use that white line, but I'm keeping it there anyway for right now. Let me get a card base. Regular card base here. And then I'm going to just cut this Christmas tree out. I'm going to take the words off the bottom. So I'm kind of deconstructing the card. So now we have the focal image. I'm going to trim a little bit more off this. And just to make the Christmas tree look a little more centered. So we have the focal image right there. I'm going to take a little bit off the top. There we go. So it just looks more centered. I might use that for the inside because that just says joy and peace. And, you know, I might use this card, the one that opens the wrong way. It opens this way. That will be okay for this type of card. I'll put that there, this here, each side piece like that, and then this piece in the middle. I'm going to start with these pieces here and just put some adhesive on the back. Oh, that's neat. Yes, you can make placemats with Christmas cards. I have seen that done. There's so many crafts you can do with Christmas cards. It really is a shame to waste them and throw them away. All right, so this, oops, to be more careful, I set the card flat down and then I set this flat down. And in theory, it will make it flush with the back or the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing with the top piece. I guess I could have cut that white stripe off, but it's not going to matter, I don't think, with what I do with it next. I hope not anyway. So I have that, and I'm just going to cut the pieces off that are hanging over the edge. Oh, you know, I have blocked out things like that in my life. Definitely that happens. I think it's a defense mechanism where we do block out negative things like that. And then I will be doing this way. I'm going to just line it up here and trim this off like that. And then I'm going to just use my scissors and just cut that at a diagonal. And then I'm also going to cut this at a diagonal. And then that's going to go on like that. I'm going to cut this white piece off here a little bit. There we go. I know it seems weird what I'm doing here. But I'm just mitering the corner. I'm going to put the card down this way again so it's flush. So then the corners are mitered. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side with this other piece. I'm going to cut this white piece off. Just roughly cut that white piece off. Just in case it shows. I don't want it to stick on the red, show up on the red too much. Okay. There, so we have this edged in that, and this is going to go in the center, but of course it is not the exact size for the center, but I'm going to take some gold paper and make it be more of the right size. First, I think I'm going to cut a little bit more off the top of this since it is pretty tall. So let me get some gold. I'm trying to find a gold that matches the glitter that's already on this card base, and I think this one matches that glitter perfectly. All right, definitely cyber hugs out to Desta. Okay. Let me measure this. I don't have my good ruler. I don't know what I did with it. If I was my good ruler, oh, I bet I put it away with my other rulers. I have this little plastic ruler. So I want to make it be 3.5, maybe a little bigger than 3.5 by probably 4.5. I'm just trying to figure out how that would be. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'll do 3.5 by 4.5. Double check this. Yeah, 4.5 for sure. And then by, let me double check my 3.5. A little bigger than 3.5. Let's go 3 3/4. Oh no, I measured wrong. I did 2 3/4, didn't I? Yes. No, no, no. Let me see if I have another piece of that gold. Let's put all that back in there. Oh, no, no, no. That was like my only piece of that exact color. I do have this, though. This might work. That's pretty close. Some of the golds are too yellow. That's too yellow. All right, I'll use this one. Oh well, we got it though. I do have this foam, this gold foam. That might work. That might be too yellow. Yeah, that's way too yellow. Nope, that's too dark. Okay, I'll use this one. Okay. So let's cut it this way. 3.5, a little bit bigger than 3.5 by 4.5. Let's try that. I have plenty of this color gold. I want to make sure it fits there. Yep, that does fit right along there, and this piece will fit right on there. Okay, I am going to trim a sliver off the bottom just so there's a little more room vertically on this outline. I think that's going to be just perfect. And I definitely want it to be, let me get this message off my phone real quick, off my watch. Hang on. There we go. I don't want to raise it up because I don't want any of this rough edges, the messy stuff underneath, to show through. Try to get that lined up. It does line up really good with the stitching on the card, which works out good with the design. And we'll put this right there. So we have quite a bit of glitter on there, and the background. One thing I did love about this card was the red around it. And I could put this on the inside. I will frame it with red. Because I don't think that piece is big enough. Nope. Let's see. Let's see, I'll use that piece. I was trying to find a smaller piece. Definitely gonna trim this a little bit. Because it is just barely wide enough to fit in the card. And again, I will use Elmer's, good old Elmer's glue, glue all. These little bottles you can get on Amazon to put your Elmer's glue in if you don't have an old bottle of like art glitter glue or something like that. If you do, go ahead and use that. I have, my first one was this here from Art Glitter Glue. Okay. Let's get some of these things out of the way. All right, put this the inside. So that works out pretty good. And then I can take some red bling. I do need to get big red bling. I'm almost out. I mean, like, desperately almost out. Look at this. That's all I have left. That and this of the big red pieces of bling. But I do want to use some for some decorations on this Christmas tree. I'm just going to randomly stick some around the Christmas tree. Okay, it already does have some gold glitter on it, so I don't need to add more. So there we have this card all done. I love the way that came out. Alrighty, let's see what we made today. We have this. Let's put this away. And where did I put my other cards? We have this one. And this one. So we have some Christmas. We have daisies. Flowers and birds. And we have Rose somewhere. There she is. There's Rose. So we have these cards here. Let me know which one is your favorite of the cards that we made today. Some vintage looking ones. And then Christmas. Alrighty. There we go. Barb, I hope you are doing well. I haven't checked your channel out in a while. I'm going to have to go check it out. I was just thinking about you earlier today, actually, and I'm glad you came. Angela's favorite is the daisy. I bet Rose's favorite is the rose because that's her name. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed these cards. I hope you enjoyed another Monday Night Live. I think I'm going to have to look up Mad Libs. I have to remind myself to do that. And maybe we could play Mad Libs next week. Uh-oh, we have an adult dating site here. You guys get it real quick and be sure to go. My channel must be moving up in the numbers if I'm getting spam. I bet it's a different one though. I don't know. Thank you, Christine. I think it's a different one than last time. I don't know. All right, you guys. Lois and Christine, you guys are on it. Got them. Done. Like I said, I think we're moving up in the numbers since 2 weeks in a row we have spam. I appreciate my moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty. I might also set something up. I took the spam filters off of Stream Elements, and I think I may put them back on. Maybe, yeah, that's correct, Barb. If they were the best dating site, they wouldn't need to come to a crafting site and spend time spamming. That's pretty funny. I do think, Christine, you're right. I think they are the family bird. No, the state bird for Virginia. I'm pretty sure you're right. The cardinal. Yep. Lois says you're right. I think the cardinal might be the state bird for more than one state, too. I'm not sure. I do love cardinals. In the wintertime, they are beautiful against the snow. I know, Angela. I took them off because of you. And just so we didn't put you in YouTube jail, Angela. But I'm going to look and see what I have to do. Maybe so it's just spammers. Instead of having it be all caps, maybe, 2 messages in the row the same or something like that. I'm not sure. All right. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for joining me tonight on this Monday night. I hope everybody is well. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead of you. And I look forward to seeing everybody next Monday. Like I said, I'm going to make myself a note and look up some Mad Libs. We might have to do some Mad Libs. I think that would be pretty fun. I don't think I have anything else to announce. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate if you did that. Helps me in the YouTube algorithm so more spammers can find me. I mean, so my videos do better. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Head on over to my Facebook group as well, Create with CraftyRia. It's a great, fun group over there. Everybody is pretty awesome. Angela just posted a bunch of her beautiful cards over there, so you'll want to go over there and check them out. All right. Thanks again, everybody. And yes, big cyber hugs to everybody that needs one, or just everybody in general, because I think everybody needs a hug now and then. You guys take care. I will see you all next Monday. And until the next time, or until the next video, I have one that's coming out soon, I promise. Till the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.